The release of Halo 4. Back in 2012 in November, this game came out, and the release was a little bit different because it was 343 Industries and not Bungie releasing this time, because we know 343 and I forgot the other company made a remake of Halo Combat Evolved, which was honestly an alright game. I enjoyed it quite a bit from what I remember, and of course having the Halo Reach Anniversary multiplayer you can play in. But Halo 4, this was the step into the journey after Halo 3. Master Chief waking up and going on the campaign adventure. From what I remember, Halo 4 was an alright campaign. But this menu music, oh my god. This menu music right here, I mean, it's up there exactly with Halo 3 for me. But Halo 4 is my favorite of all. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Halo 3 is my favorite music, title screen music, you know what I'm saying? But Halo 4 was up there for sure. Anyways, the release of Halo 4 in November of 2012 was a time to be alive. I was just a little kid. I was born in 2003, so I was 9 years old, I believe, 10 or 9 years old going in when this came out, and I was a big Halo fan, man. I got Xbox Live in 2011, and Halo Reach took me by storm, and I also played a little bit of Halo 3 here and there, but Halo Reach was my game. And going to the midnight release of Halo 4, I was very excited for. At the time, I didn't know Bungie gave the rights to 343 at that time. I was just a little kid. But I was excited because it was a Halo game. But this game was a little bit different. I believe 343 took Halo into a different approach than what Bungie had released in the past, because, they built a masterpiece of a gaming collection, a gaming franchise that revolutionized gaming, you know what I'm saying? Halo was and always will be my favorite franchise, but it had the competitor of Call of Duty, and 343 kind of killed it, because after this was the release of Halo 5 and then Halo Infinite and all the other Halos, you know what I'm saying? But Halo Master Chief Collection, that was when you first got your Xbox One and got on that game, man, that was a disaster. Just waiting for just trying to load into a game. You couldn't find games when that first came out, and it was a disaster. So 343, I believe they've took Halo into a wrong approach, the wrong direction. I still love Halo with all my heart. I still play all the old Halos. I hop on Halo Infinite every once in a while, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for Halo 4. The armor was really different from Reach, you know what I'm saying? You had Spartan Ops, you had the campaign where Master Chief is waking up from what happened from Halo 3, and you continue the journey, and you run into the Forerunners and all that good stuff. We know how Halo 4 ends. He takes his mask off at the end, and then you go on to Halo 5, and then it's Guardians. You play as Locke, and you only play 4 missions as Master Chief. Halo 5 is the worst campaign I've ever played in my life, and Halo 4 is not far behind it, but it's still an underrated game. I still believe Halo 4 is a lot better than Halo 5 ever thought about being. I was not a fan of Halo 5. But the release of Halo 4, it was in a time I believe it was different, because that's when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 came out. Halo 4 came out. Halo Reach was still popping at that time. Halo 3 was still popping at that time. And I believe in myself it was a different time, because I didn't play Halo 4 as much because there was a new ranking system. I believe the max rank was SR 120, and I only got to 60-something. I still went back, I believe, on the release night, I went back and played Halo Reach that night because I was just not a fan of Halo 4. But I grew up a little bit, and I decided to love Halo 4 just a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I give it its love. It's not as bad as I remember. I went back and played it a bunch. But the release, it was a little bit different, man. I still went back. I still think a lot of people went back and played Halo 3 and Halo Reach because, Bungie made Halo. And this was a step in a weird direction where 343 took over. And it just, I don't know, it didn't really feel like a Halo game to me. It feels like they just try to copy the Call of Duty universe, you know what I'm saying? But it's not as bad as I remember. The release was a little bit different, like I said. 2012, all the other games came out. I still went back and played all the old Halos. It was a different ranking system. I was an Infection fan, you know what I'm saying? And they released the Flood gameplay. I didn't much care for the Flood because, it was just a weird game type, man. The Flood had boosters and all this, and you could go pick up guns that fell out of the sky for the Spartans, like the Saw and the different types of pistols, the different type of shotgun. You start out with an assault rifle, you know what I'm saying? And you could go invisible and all this stuff. I remember it just wasn't a fun time for me. I didn't enjoy it. I still stuck with Halo Reach. I loved the weapons. I loved the gameplay a lot more. The campaign was a lot better. Spartan Ops was a good addition, I thought, But Halo 4 was not that bad of a game, but it's still not one of my favorites. I believe all of Bungie's games is still a lot better than Halo 4 ever thought about being, but I still think it is probably second of 343's best work. I believe Halo Infinite took a step in a little different direction. Still not there yet, but it was a lot better than Halo 4, and Halo 5 is still the worst. But let me know what you guys done. What was your guys' favorite time of Halo 4? Did you think it was a good game? What did you think about the custom games? The Forge was a little bit different, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like 3 or Reaches, and I just didn't quite enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But let me know, what was your time with Halo 4? What did you think? And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate all the support recently, and I'll see you guys in the next one.